What's up, ladies and gents? This is the Very, Very Serious Show. I'm your host, the DJ. Joined with me this week is a very special guest. Her name is Gemma Griffiths. She goes here to Snow College. Introduce yourself. Say hi.
Hey guys, my name's Gemma. I'm from Zimbabwe, but I currently go to Snow College. I'm a musician here. Nice to see you all.
Yeah. So, Zimbabwe, that's insane. Why did you come to Utah for this?
Oh gosh, I guess I just did my research and heard about snow and the music's so good that I just sort of looked it up, loved it, and came.
Cause I never hear about people like in the United States just like doing research and being like, I found this awesome college in like Norway that teaches like really good science or whatever, so I'm gonna go there. Like, I never hear about that. So
I think they should more often. I guess
probably
meet
should.
A lot of people.
I think college is free in Norway, so
I think if you're Norwegian, not sure.
That's true.
We should check.
Yeah. Gemma's a musician here who goes to Snow, and we've got some songs by her that she recorded and played and sang and wrote and did all the fun stuff for. So you're going to hear that on this show today. Also, coming up, we've got some stuff. We're going to play 20 questions, as always, our weekly tradition. We're going to talk about the plights of third world countries and all of the best sports that's happening. So, stay tuned. If you're wondering where Dan is, I am also wondering. He is late. No, just kidding. I know where he is. Dan is in our wonderful theater department, and they are currently rehearsing for Cinderella's Waltz. So, and they're going a bit late tonight, but he'll be here. I don't know when. He'll show up. It'll be a surprise for all of us. But why don't we go to your first song, Gemma?
Okay, sure.
This one's called Can I? Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Alright, so I wrote this one maybe a year ago. A guy called James Junius is playing the guitar in it, and it was recorded by Mike Morris. It's a really cool song. I like it a lot. And there should actually be a music video coming out in a few weeks.
Woo! A music video.
Yeah, very exciting.
So that's like all official and stuff, right?
It is a little bit.
Next up, record deal, right?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So, this is Can I by our very own Gemma Griffiths, a local musician here at Snow College. Enjoy. Here it comes. There it is.
Can I please pick at a piece of your mind? I seem to have misread mine. Can I please borrow your reputation? I guess I mistreated mine. Can I please steal your imagination? I seem to have used up all of mine. Can I please have a little of your patience? By the looks of things, mine is run dry. said before. I feel like change is coming, but how can it find me? I'm a house without a door, and my heart is pacing back and forth along the painted floor. I can't let you in on myself out from a house without a door.
That was pretty dang good.
Thank you.
I liked that a lot. Oop, forgot our background music. Here we go.
Ooh,
Yeah. Doesn't it just make things saucy?
it really does.
Yeah. So, what was that song about?
Can I? Gosh, it's just pretty much the singer, me, I guess, is just sort of asking for other people's abilities, other people's things. Can I borrow your imagination? Can I borrow your reputation? Like
yeah.
she
I
doesn't
feel
have
like
her
that all
own.
the time.
Yeah, so do I sometimes.
Yeah.
Borrowing other people's things
Can I borrow your musical talent?
anytime.
Seriously. I sang in high school.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I was the choir president
Well, that's
my
exciting.
senior year.
That is
So,
very exciting.
Not that I'm a big deal or anything, but I'm a pretty big deal.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I think I was too, actually. I'm trying to remember.
My responsibilities included calling roll when the teacher wasn't there, and that was about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah. One time there was like a piece of news that she needed to tell the class, but she told me before she told the class. It was pretty legit.
That is legit stuff.
It was like top secret classified information. And oh, your boyfriend just took a picture of
Yeah,
us.
he did.
Smile. Yay. So, on this station, if you've never listened before, or if you just need a good refresher, we take your calls and texts the whole show. We want song requests, if you have like some deep probing questions about life and existence, maybe go to church or something, but you can also ask us. We'll do our best.
We will.
And so if you want to call the show, call 435-283-7007. That is 435-283-7007. Or you can also text us on our nifty little monitor here at KAGE 266-746. So that is the keyword cage, KAGE, at the beginning of your text. And then say whatever it is you were going to say to 66746. I want some deep questions for Gemma here. Let's get personal, okay?
Let's get personal.
Yeah. I want all of her ugly details on the air.
Oh, that's a little
All
scary.
of them, yeah. Okay, so let's go on to our next song. This one's called Running.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so this one's just a simple acoustic guitar by my friend who now actually lives in Boston. His name's Nick Petty. And it's just a girl going on an adventure.
Oh,
Simple.
that's nice.
Yeah, pretty chilled one. I
Nice,
like it. It's
nice
just-
upbeat song, or
Not really.
Not
It's
upbeat?
pretty laid back.
but just kind of like relaxed. It's
Yeah.
not sad or anything.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
most of my stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what I've noticed. You play a lot of like relaxed stuff, and which I like a lot. I could go on about that. In fact, I probably will a little later. But we're gonna go into this song. This is called Running. Again, it's by Gemma Griffiths. Go like her Facebook page. What's it called?
Just Gemma Griffiths.
Just Gemma
yeah.
Griffiths Music, or yeah. And go subscribe to her on YouTube. That's Gemma with a G.
You got it.
Gemma. And Running. Give it a listen. It's a good song. Promise. You're listening to a very, very serious show.
Do you wanna spend today running? Just you, me, and the open air. Let's not stop running. And do you want to spend today in every which one far away? 'Cause I just want to spend today with you. And I'm just looking at you, just looking at me, just looking to see if I'm looking at you. Do you know where we are? Do we run far too far? 'Cause I can't stop thinking about you, 'cause you're thinking about me, and we're thinking how we found this wonderful view. And I look to my left and I laugh 'cause I knew it was there all along. Do you want to spend the night laughing? Well, I got a camera and a bottle of wine. We won't stop laughing. And we'll sit under the stars, still not knowing where we are. But I don't want to have a clue, 'cause I'll be sitting next to you. So do you want to spend tonight just laughing? And I'm just looking at you, just looking at me, just looking to see if I'm looking at you. Do you know where we are? Do we laugh far too high? 'Cause I can't stop thinking about you, 'cause you're thinking about me, 'cause I'm thinking about you, 'cause you're thinking about me. And my mind's just running, running, running. And my mind's just running, 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 running. So I'll ask again, do you want to spend today just running?
And here's our lovely elevator music again,
Woohoo.
brought to you by the DigiCart here on 88.9 The Cage. And you're listening to a very, very serious show. That was Running by our very own Gemma Griffiths here in studio.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, she sang it. She sang that, all of it.
I did indeed.
Every word. So, Gemma,
Yeah.
tell us about your accent.
My accent? Gosh.
Yeah.
I don't really think I have one. Tell me about yours. No, I'm kidding. You're
People
amazing.
say that there's a Utah accent.
Oh, is there? I can't tell.
Yeah,
to be
I can't
honest.
either.
Yeah.
Like, because I understand, like, there's Southern and they're all like, hey, y'all, or whatever. And then there's, you know, like Boston. And, I don't know, California is like, hey, dude. Some of them, I don't know. But people say there's a Utah accent and that it's mainly defined by the fact that we don't pronounce our T's.
Oh, really?
But I feel like a lot of people do that. Like,
Yeah, so
in the
do I.
word mountain,
Yeah.
or like Layton. That's the city
Layton.
I'm from, is Layton.
Leighton.
But sometimes I like go out of my way to say the T,
Yeah,
just to like
say
go
it.
against the curve,
I feel you.
like Layton, because Layton, I hate how that sounds.
Leighton.
But
Leighton.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do that. Like
Yeah.
whenever I hear somebody say like mountain, it sounds weird.
That's how I say it, I'm afraid.
Mountain. Yeah, but you have an accent.
I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I do. It's sort of British, I guess. My mum is a little bit more British. And yeah, my dad worked in the British Navy for a bit, but it's sort of a mix between, I guess, a South African and a British accent. That's
So, yeah.
Zimbabwe.
I was friends with you for like all last semester. We were in math together.
We were.
And I knew you were from Zimbabwe, but like I'm sure like so many people wonder this, but you're white
I am white.
and you're from Africa.
I
Oh,
am.
I did not press loop. Here it comes again. There it goes. All right.
That's always a big question I get, yeah.
Yeah. So you're African. Well, I guess you're not African American because you're not technically American.
I'm not at all.
Okay. But I always wondered that, like, when I was little. I thought I was clever. I was like, so if a white
African-American?
person's from Africa, then they come to America, then they're African American,
Makes
right?
sense. Makes sense.
Which is, it's true. It's absolutely true. But, so, like, what, your family, like, are you from Zimbabwe, like, through and through, like everybody, or?
Well, my grandpa moved out to Zimbabwe. It used to be British colonized.
Right.
I think a little bit like America. So he moved out to Zimbabwe and started working in the government there. Well, I think he worked in the government, and then became an accountant and met my gran, and that was my mum's side. She lived in England for a bit, my mum, but more or less they've all been in Zimbabwe the entire time. So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, born and raised.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What part of Zimbabwe? And just let me pretend that I know the different parts of Zimbabwe.
Okay, so I'm from the capital city, which is in the north, and it's called Harare.
Okay.
It's the biggest city by far. Really, really beautiful. Apparently, it's got the second best weather in the world. New York Times
Really?
said, yeah. So
Oh, nice.
really warm all the time.
Always
and
like 70 degrees.
always nice, yeah.
Well,
Never
you
too hot, never
well,
too
I guess
cold.
you go by Celsius, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Come on,
Get a little
America.
confused.
Get with the curve.
Metric system and stuff.
It makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Except, like, in my mind it doesn't because I've been doing the other way my whole life. But it doesn't make any sense at all. Like, in elementary school, they're like, okay, there's 12 inches in a foot, and there's 3 feet in a yard, and there's 5,128 feet in a mile.
Oh my gosh.
And you have to memorize that. In fact, I don't know if I got that right. I don't think it's 5,128. But
Yeah, metric
you have to, like,
system's
memorize
pretty
that.
simple.
And there's no point to it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Except for, I guess, American football, where we go 100 yards instead of meters.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I need
Do you
to probably
understand
learn
American
this.
football at all?
A little bit. I played in pit band here, so I watched it a lot while we waited to play. And
Okay.
it was long and exciting, and then they would all reset, and I was a bit confused because
Yeah.
our big sport in Zimbabwe is rugby.
Right.
So
Right.
they don't stop.
No, they don't.
That was why I got
And
confused.
it's widely, there's a rugby team here at Snow
yeah.
College. And rugby players definitely find football players to be wimpy most
Oh,
of the
really?
time. Most of the
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell them that.
Because it's full contact and there's no pads or anything, and
Oh,
you
not at
never
all.
stop.
Yeah, I watched it a lot at home. My current
Although,
man played it.
really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, what a stud.
What a stud.
He's out in the studio. Hey, we called you a stud.
We called you a stud, Richard. Oh, he wooed.
Oh, his name's Richard. I didn't even know his name.
That's Richard, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I was thinking about that. Like, how come American football is still considered, like, difficult when there's rugby that's, like, insane? In fact, you know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
I do.
He played football before he was, like, an actor and wrestler
yeah.
and stuff. And he said that he could never play rugby because it is, like, 1,000,000 times harder than football.
It's pretty scary. I've seen some broken fingers and
Oh, yeah, all the
concussions
time.
and
Broken
all the
fingers.
Time.
I
oh yeah.
Didn't
they keep
break
playing.
my finger, but I kind of hurt it today.
I'm sorry.
My ring finger. Just playing basketball.
Oh really?
The ball came off the hoop and it, like, bent my finger backwards. So I had to stop playing.
Ow.
I couldn't move my hand. Well, like, my finger. I can move my hand.
Maybe you should get it checked out.
See, I'm moving right now. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I think it's fine.
You're a man. Ugh.
Yeah, no.
Err.
Suck it up.
Suck it up.
Yeah.
Rub some dirt in it.
Yeah. But in rugby, can you hit as hard as in football, though? That's the question I have.
Gosh. I just
Can
said
you, like,
yes from the studio,
truck
so-
somebody, like...
Yeah, it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary.
People get rocked in football.
Oh, they really do in rugby
Okay.
too. Concussions
I'm
all over the place.
I'm the naive American, so I have questions.
No, yeah, it's a pretty scary sport. You've got to really psych yourself up and
Mm-hmm.
broken bones and stuff. But I think they have ways to
Yeah.
train to avoid that.
We always do our own thing in America. Like, we don't care about the rest of the world, like, in terms of sports or anything. Like soccer, which is called football everywhere else because that's the real name for it.
Yeah.
Because it makes a lot more sense.
Soccer here.
And
You
it's
rebels.
soccer. Yeah, because we decided to... I mean, that's like, what if another country invented a sport that has nothing to do with basketball, and they're like, we're going to call it basketball, screw you.
Yeah.
And our basketball is the right kind of basketball. It doesn't make any sense. But, like, soccer is kind of getting a little more popular here. We have a team in Salt Lake City.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've actually wanted to go watch them.
Real Salt Lake.
Yeah.
I went to a game last summer. It was the first time I went to really any, like, big soccer game Like I went to my high school games because I had to because I was an officer. But the final score was 0-0.
Oh, well, that's
and it
exciting.
but it was the most intense sporting event I had ever been to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like every time it comes within like 100 feet of the goal, everybody freaks out.
That's so
It's
fun.
awesome. Although it's like constant disappointment because they only make it like 1% of the time. So.
Yeah, soccer, I do have to say, is one of my favorite sports. I actually watched a rugby game at that stadium, the Real Salt Lake Stadium.
Oh, yeah?
They had a rugby game there. And it
Oh,
was
that's cool.
pretty
Is it like
intense.
college or something?
Yeah, I think it was BYU. I can't remember who they were against, but it was some team outside of Utah.
BYU
Finals.
like consistently has a really, really good rugby team.
Yeah,
Did they win?
I think so.
Probably.
I think so. I can't remember.
It's because there's so many Polynesians that come and play for
Yeah,
us, and
big guys.
they're all huge.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah. So, sports from around the world. All right. We're actually going to move on to the next song here. It's by Gemma, our very own. Again, if you didn't notice, the show's like pretty much dedicated to her. So, this one's called "Why Not Be." Did I get that right? Why
You
Not
did.
Be?
Why Not Be? It's my newest one. Actually recorded it. I got the finished product about an hour ago. So
Nice.
it's very, very new. You'll hear some like traffic noises and stuff in the background. We were just experimenting and I kind of liked it. And it's just sort of a girl fighting with or boy, I guess, if you want to sing it if you're a boy, fighting with inner demons and like being told by the outside world what they should and shouldn't do. A little bit sadder, but we've also just filmed a music video for that with a good friend of mine called Michaela Hernandez, and she's a dancer, so it's going to be gorgeous, I think.
That's awesome.
She's absolutely stunning. Yeah, a guy called Tanner Thomas did the video for me, and it is looking great so far, so we'll see what happens.
Is that going to be on your YouTube channel?
It will. YouTube, Facebook, all the stuff.
Go subscribe to all the things.
All the things.
All of them.
To do with Gemma Griffiths.
This is Why Not Be by Gemma Griffiths. Give it a listen and don't go anywhere. It wasn't a very, very serious show.
You're free, apparently I am too. At least that's what they've been telling you. You're wise, apparently I'm wise too. Despite the fact that we go on without a clue. Yeah, we're young, yeah, they're lying to us. But it's fun to believe that this is enough. I got everything I need. The world is turning just for me. If we are, then why not be? You're good, you can have a little more. Don't sleep, isn't that what dying's for? Trust me, I've been at this year on year. Why not? Come on, it's just one more beer. Yeah, we're young, yeah, they're lying to us. But it's fun to believe that this is enough. I got everything I need. The world is turning just for me. If we are, then why not? fun to believe that this isn't now. I got everything I need. The world is turning just for me. If there are problems I can't see, they told me to be wild and free. If we are, then why not?
All right, that was Why Not Be.
It was.
That was a great song.
Thank
Well, we
you.
were talking the whole time, but I heard it. So, just lost my train of thought. We were talking about traveling. You like to travel.
I do. I love to travel. Hopefully gonna do more.
What are some of the coolest places you've been?
I've done a lot of Southern Africa since that's where I live.
Yeah.
South Africa's beautiful. I've done the desert in Namibia, Botswana, stuff like that.
It's cool.
I've been on a little island off the coast of Madagascar, which was pretty cool. It's called Mauritius. Really, really beautiful.
I've never heard of that place.
Tiny little island. You can drive from top to bottom in a couple of hours, but it's stunning.
That is awesome. I have a friend who's on a mission in Zambia.
Oh,
right now.
Zambia. Yeah, that's right above us.
Yeah.
Well, sort of above.
Yeah. I, like, not to brag, but I consider myself to be, like, well-versed in geography.
I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized in 6th grade, my teacher, and it sounds crazy, but, like, everybody actually did it because he was a really good teacher, but, like, we had to memorize, like, every country in the world.
Oh, that's really cool. That's
And,
good. I totally think that's a good idea.
It's, like, it's so helpful.
It really is. I started actually a couple of weeks ago. I decided I didn't know enough of the countries in the world, so I got a world map and a map of Africa, and I would learn where the countries were, and I could only write them down when I was 100% sure, and then I filled out the entire map, or I'm in the midst of it. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, so, like, every week he'd give us, like, a region. He'd, like, go over the region with us, and then we'd study it
Oh, yeah.
for, like, a week, and then he would give us the test. And we had to get spelling right.
Yeah.
If, like, major oceans and seas and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And spelling all right. You had to get, like, 80 or 90%, but I was a perfectionist.
So you got
So,
100.
mostly, you know.
Yeah, well done.
I was the first one to do the whole world in the class, so...
Look at you go. Yeah, I'm definitely pro geography. I've actually got this nifty little Africa tattoo
Oh.
on my wrist.
Is that real?
Yeah, it is real.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I got it a couple of months ago. I like it a lot.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Little bit of home on me.
You never see, like, Americans getting a tattoo of North America on there.
Maybe if they leave, they will.
On there. Maybe.
Once you start missing
Yeah.
it.
No, but an American would just get one of, like, America.
America.
Yeah. Because I've noticed that. We actually, I'm in a geography class right now, and we actually talked about how, like, if somebody's from Africa, they say, like, I'm from Africa. You don't generally hear them say, like, I'm from Zimbabwe, or I'm from, like, Mali or Morocco or whatever. But, like, if somebody's from America, they're like, I'm from America. In fact,
yeah.
Usually they'll say, like, I'm from Utah,
Yeah.
or I'm from California.
I think when I first came, I would say Zimbabwe, and then after a while, when I got enough, what? I
Yeah.
would just say Africa to, like,
Yeah.
make it easier.
Yeah. And actually, like, whenever I travel outside of the state, because I don't know if you've noticed, but Utah has this image that's, like, super weird to everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks Utah's a really weird state, and we kind of are, because...
Very friendly.
Yeah. And I, like... Because the first thing that anybody... This is, like, a well-known thing. The first thing anybody thinks or says when you say, like, I'm from Utah, they're like, are you Mormon?
Are you Mormon?
And I am, so, like, I'll say, yeah. Well, they're like, yeah, but that's, like, not the only thing about me.
That isn't at all, yeah.
But I
totally
also,
agree.
like, I was actually born in California, but my family moved here when I was 3.5, so I've lived here my whole life. And, so the fact that, like, Utah is such a, like, weird thing to everybody else, like, I'm super proud of it.
Yeah.
And I make it a point to say I'm from Utah. whenever I talk to somebody out of state, just to see how they'll react.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know a lot about Utah when I first came here, but I currently, actually the other day, I found a little article on why Utah is the most incredible state, and just like mountain-wise, I guess, and like the national parks you guys have are incredible. I went to Moab like 3 weeks ago, and it was just the most stunning thing, and now when I walk around, I'm so pro Utah. It's beautiful. It really is stunning.
Yeah. Actually, a funny thing, a few weeks ago, there was, the Utah Jazz basketball team, which is a really ironically named team because jazz music is not really a thing here.
It is at Snow.
But, yeah, it is. It is. But that's a different story. It was originally from New Orleans.
Oh, really?
And then they moved to Utah, but they kept the name for some reason. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. But there was a player that got traded because he didn't want to play for the Jazz anymore. He got traded to Oklahoma City, the Thunder, and the Thunder then a few weeks later came and played against the Jazz in Salt Lake City, and the player, his name was Enes Kanter. He's Turkish.
Oh, really?
And he said some negative things about Utah and the Jazz, and he didn't like it. And he said, and one of the reporters said, what's one thing you miss about Utah? Or what do you miss about Utah? He said, mountains. That's all.
Well, they are gorgeous. They really are.
And then we freaking beat them, so
that's
suck
good.
it.
There you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely like one of our main things about us is cool mountains and
beautiful snow, gorgeous views.
I've never been skiing.
Really?
I've lived in Utah my whole life and never been skiing.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you definitely should.
I know. I really
Apparently
want to.
it's like the best snow in the world. Or very close to.
They had the Olympics here. That's why.
Yeah.
Because we have the best snow ever.
Best snow ever.
So, shall we go to a different song?
Yeah,
we have
my
one
last
more
one.
by you. And what's it called? It's called All Along.
All Along.
All
had my
Along
heart
the Watchtower.
broken,
No.
not in real life, but in the song apparently. And actually, my teacher played the piano for it, Dr. Hannah, trained Hannah, very good musician himself. And yeah, so he played the piano on this. It was just a fun little project we did. Have a listen and we'll see what it's about.
Cool. All Along by Gemma Griffiths. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. You're listening to a very, very serious show with the DJ, with Gemma Griffiths this week. It's awesome. All right.
Look me in the eyes and say my were fooled. You know I'd never lie to you. Look at me and say that you regret. You know I haven't heard those words from your mouth yet. And there are things I need to be said. Oh, you just leave again instead. And I ain't lying, I'm getting tired. This is why you gotta draw the line. There isn't space left in my soul. You're taking it up and made yourself at home. Oh, you're wrong. I know it all alone. Say that I can't go and fake it too. Every time I cried over you, it was damn real. say that you'd be lost without my advice. All you need is next time, think twice. And I know that I won't miss you, and I won't miss the me that you made. 'Cause you're wrong, I'm wrong. I know it all along. I know it all along.
All right. All Along by
All Along.
the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix. No, this is by Gemma Griffiths. So, that was really good.
Thank you. I like
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. It's such a fun thing to write music and sing it, and recording's always fun.
What
An adventure.
goes through your mind when you're like writing songs? I'm sure that's like a super broad question, but
Oh, it always changes. Sometimes, like earlier actually, I decided I wanted to write a song, and I couldn't because I decided I want to write a song. Normally, I'll just sit down and write one. I'll just get an urge, or I'll just sit there and sing something and be like, oh my gosh, that's going to be a song. And I mean, I'll have days where I'll write 3 or 4 a day, and weeks where I will sit there and write nothing. I don't know if it's mood. I don't know what it is. Maybe listening to other people's music and like drawing inspiration from that. It really depends. Yeah, each song is different. I don't really know where they come from.
So, I know you play the like the open mics at not Mojo's. That's a different venue. At Solid Rock.
Yeah, I do.
And one of my really good friends, Braden, does that too. Do you know Braden?
Sounds familiar.
He's like
Better with faces.
he's half black and he loves
yes,
blues.
guitar. Yeah.
He loves the blues.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he's awesome. I like him a lot. He's my best friend.
Yeah, he's great. I heard him a couple of weeks ago and got his number and
He's not actually my best friend. I was
really?
listening. That was weird.
that's so funny. Yeah, we musicians, sort of same cliques, so I see him around a lot.
Yeah, yeah. In terms of like writing songs, I've never sat down and written a song, except one time. No, one time I did, and I looked back and read it, and I was like, what is this 12-year-old garbage? And I
Oh
deleted
gosh,
it.
I always do that. I have so many songs from when I was 12 that I'll look back at and wonder,
you're just
why?
like,
Why?
I love you forever, and just crap like that.
I know.
And yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I agree. I have quite a few songs from when I was in high school that I've actually started taking now and changing up a bit, because parts of them I really like and parts of them I'm like, oh, this needs to change.
Yeah, actually, sorry, gotta plug this in. Can you help me out?
Oh,
Got
there
it.
you are.
All right, I had to plug the cord in to the other computer. Actually, the next musician that I'm going to be playing, that was all of Gemma's songs. They were really good. If you want to hear other ones, go to YouTube. She's got a bunch. Just look her up.
Yeah, so
I like
my
her Facebook
YouTube,
page.
yeah, my YouTube and my Facebook are both Gemma Griffiths, Gemma and then Griffiths. And I also have a website actually called Gemma Zim, so Gemma and then ZIM or ZIM.com.
My brother, I never knew that. My brother went to England on his mission, and
And
I had
says
no
Z.
idea that Z was pronounced Z.
Yeah, that's what we do as well. So,
I had
but
no idea.
I'll say Z. Yeah, it's GemmaZIM.com, and that's also got quite a lot of audio and links to my Instagram, all that fun stuff.
And you can be part of the journey.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Part of the journey.
So I lost my train of thought, and then so I'm coming back to this. You play like gigs at like Solid Rock and stuff.
I do.
Have you ever played like anything bigger, like bigger venues or?
Yeah, actually back home in Zimbabwe. I play at restaurants. I play at a couple of pubs and stuff. I've done 2 big shows at a place called Haifa. It's like a Harare International Festival of Arts. Big international festival. They fly in bands from all around the world. You have like classical music, you have pop, you have indie, you have rock, you have opera. It's really, really cool. And it's just a week every April of just artsy, fartsy stuff all the time.
So this month?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be there, sadly.
Because you're here. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've done that show twice, and they give you a little booth and a couple of times, and you go and play, and there's a great audience. And I'm trying to think, I sang at a fireworks convention once in Zimbabwe in November, a Guy Fawkes thing, and I think there were like 6,000 or 7,000 people. That was
That's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I have a friend, he's serving a mission right now in Colombia.
Oh, wow.
In South America.
That sounds amazing.
And he plays guitar and bass.
Oh, yeah?
And he was in a band that just played like locally up north. They were called the Contras.
The Contras.
Yeah. Which was based off of... They named it that because they couldn't think of any names. And they were listening to Vampire Weekend one day.
Oh, yeah.
And their second album is called Contra. So
Oh, that's clever.
the Contras. And then they realized that the Contras was also the name of a terrorist rebellion group in Nicaragua back in the 70s. But they kept it. But yeah, they just played at local venues. Like there's a place called Kilby Court in Salt Lake
cool.
City.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And Mojo's in Ogden. That's why I said Mojo's earlier instead of Solid
Yeah.
Rock, because that's what I always think of when I think of local venues. But actually, a cool story about them, they made an album just like independently, and then he went on a mission, and then the guitarist made his own band. So they're not really a thing anymore. But when they played a show at Kilby Court, and Kilby Court is generally a local venue, but sometimes they get some mostly underground but kind of like nationally known bands to play there. And literally about 2 weeks before the song Say Something exploded, a Great Big World played there.
Wow.
And my best friend opened for them.
That's incredible. That's so cool.
And then we're looking at the charts and we're like, holy crap!
Jeez, that's awesome. I love that song. That's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I think our commercial music ensemble actually plays that, like our little pop group
Really?
plays that song, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we were talking about, this whole conversation is like in pieces. Like, we're going to revisit this later, and then we're going to talk about this. But we were talking about songs we wrote when we were younger.
Yeah.
And they're horrible.
They really are.
Like, the one song I wrote, there was a girl that I was really into when I was in like 8th grade. And we were like going out. And then she moved to Las Vegas one summer, and we broke up only because of like we were living forever away. But like we're both super dramatic and like insane about it. But then she got a boyfriend. Like she got over it a lot faster than I did. And he was like super cool. And this is actually like a real thing that like I feel like, but like it sucks a lot when the girl that you like or guy is dating a douchebag.
Yeah.
But it sucks even worse when he's like the coolest guy ever.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, like you could never ever be as cool.
Yeah, I agree.
So
such a heartbroken little.
I wrote this
grader.
song that I deleted later because it was horrible.
I don't even want to dig back in my little 12-year-old songbook.
But this next musician, which if anybody's like listened to this show before, then they know that I'm absolutely insane about this guy. It's Jack White. He was the founding member of the White Stripes. Songs like Seven Nation Army, Fell in Love with a Girl. But they broke up in 2011. That was after like 5 years of not even doing anything. So really in like 2007. Well, my math is bad. 2006. And he started a solo career just under the name Jack White. And his music's incredible. Go check it out. It's awesome. This song is one of my favorites. It's called Would You Fight for My Love? And off of this last album that he came out with called Lazaretto, he said most of the songs were songs that he had written as a teenager, and he basically went back and was basically like revising his past self, and he thought it was like really interesting. He felt like he was talking to himself.
That's so
like his past
interesting.
self.
I wonder if I should do that with mine.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. It's like, to me, like, I never kept a journal or anything, but if you ever want to like have a weird nostalgic experience, read your Facebook post from like 2009.
Oh, I don't know.
It's painful. Oh, it hurts.
Too many funny slang words, bad spelling.
Too many, yeah. Using the letter U instead of the word U.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I've noticed that, I don't know if it's because we're older or because it's just gone out of style, but the whole texting lingo doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, yeah, I think it's because we're older, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, but, you know what's weird is my parents use it now.
What?
Yeah. My parents say, like, you and, like, the letter R and stuff, and the number 2.
I'm full sentences and full punctuation.
Yeah.
Correct grammar.
I started doing that in like 8th grade just because it was actually the same girl. She did that, and I wanted to feel like I was as smart as her, so I did it. And then I got in the habit. Grammar for days.
Grammar for days.
So yeah, this next song, it's by Jack White. It's called Would You Fight for My Love? I love it. I would fight for it. And give it a listen. And you're listening to a very, very serious show on 88.9 The Cage. That's Would You Fight for My Love by Jack White. Absolutely love that song. Absolutely love him.
I know, I actually like him too. I haven't heard that one before, but definitely gonna add it to my iPod.
Do it. So, Gemma, sad news.
Sad news.
Sad news. What's the sad news? Give us the sad news.
Time for me to go.
Oh, she has to go.
Oh, no.
No, I was having such a good
I
time.
know, thank you so much for having me. We should definitely do it again.
Definitely.
So much fun.
We're going to be back next year, so
We
it's
will.
going to be awesome.
We will do this.
Yes,
I'll have some more songs for you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're not here, we'll do like a Skype radio thing.
We could figure it
It'll
out.
totally work.
Yeah, technology these days.
It's absolutely awesome. And we have so much technology here, it's not even funny.
It is.
So, yeah, it's been awesome having you on. Thanks for talking about stuff. And
Thank you, yeah.
I'm surprised Dan's not here yet. I thought he was going to be here. But we're just going to hold you down with some music, and I'll probably go on a rant about why mainstream music sucks. And and it'll be fun. Dan will be here in a few minutes. And go check out Gemma's YouTube page.
Do it.
Facebook page,
yeah.
I mean. YouTube doesn't really have a page.
Either or. YouTube channel, Facebook page.
YouTube channel. That's what it
Instagram
is.
account.
Instagram. Send her a friend request. Become her best friend.
Become my best friend.
She needs so many.
I need so many.
Yeah.
Friendless.
Also
No,
become my
just
best friend, because I don't really have any.
Except for Brayden, right?
Except for Brayden,
Yeah.
who I said was my best friend, even though we're friends, but
I won't tell him, it's okay.
If he's listening to this, he's
Brayden,
probably
if you're
just
listening,
like,
I'm sorry.
he's probably just like, what the heck? We're best friends?
Maybe he's excited.
He drove me to Walmart once.
Well,
That was
you're
cool.
best friends.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's the deal. So, all right, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We're gonna go to a song. This is E-Pro by Beck, and obviously, if you listen to the show, I love Beck too. He's number 3 on my list. I have a top 10.
Nice.
It's pretty detailed. I update it like once a month.
That's exciting.
So Beck's number 3.
Ooh,
Jack White's number 1.
Beck.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go to that. Say bye to Gemma,
Bye, everybody. Thanks for having me.
and good luck with your music career.
Thank you.
You'll be so successful, and I will say that I had you on the radio,
First.
and then
There you
I'll
go.
put that on like my resume and make me look really good, and then I'll get a job, like,
It'll all happen.
and I'll write you a letter and say thank you.
Okay, deal.
All right. E-Pro by Beck. You're listening to the Very, Very Serious Show. Don't go anywhere. All that stuff. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You have tuned in to the end of the Very, Very Serious Show. Daniel Harvey is here and alive.
Thank you, my adoring fan, myself. And,
Thank you to this awesome backtrack that I found.
yeah, this is epic.
We found a file on the DigiCart that has some of these awesome...
What's it called?
It's called bed music.
No, but this one. Oh, this is Back to the Future?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is.
totally is.
Oh,
Let's use it all the time now.
okay. This is how we'll start the show.
Would you like to salsa?
Salsa.
Goodbye, Back to the Future.
All salsa.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
This microphone is nice and warm.
Hey! Hello, you are listening to Very, Very Serious Show! And now, your host, Daniel Harvey.
What, are you Italian now?
Absolutely.
Okay. You crossed over from Santa Cruz to Sicily. That's what you did.
So, Dan, how was rehearsal?
Rehearsal was nice and long, like it should be the week before
Yeah?
the show opens. Just a quick plug here, Cinderella Waltz.
I've been plugging it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I won't even worry about it then, because I can't think straight right now anyways.
We're going to find another backtrack. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This one's called Party Hard. Are you ready? I don't know what it sounds like.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
here it comes. Oh, yeah!
This is intense.
Welcome to the Metal Show! Metal stuff! We're gonna be playing metal! Rage Against the Machine! Metal! All metal!
Steel things! That's steel with two E's. We're not endorsing bank robbery. I mean, if that's your thing.
We're endorsing bank robbery!
Now we are!
Absolutely. That's pretty good.
I like that.
Alright. We're probably just gonna spend the next 5 minutes just playing with these.
Okay.
Thanks for showing up for the show.
Yep.
We spent first hour of the show with Gemma Griffiths, played some awesome music by her.
Oh, I want to hear that. I haven't heard that yet. So.
Well, I already played it, so
Yeah, I know. I'll have to listen to it later.
play it for you later. And then I played some bands, talked about Red Hot Chili Peppers, and
I know what we can do for the last 5 minutes.
what can we do?
We didn't play Tony Questions, so I'll play it with you.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually was going to play with Gemma, but then I forgot.
Okay.
All right, 20 questions.
Okay, I gotta think of something really
wait.
fast.
Background.
Okay, I'll think of something while you're finding the background music. Let's see. I can't do that. I did that last week.
This is nightly news.
Oh, okay. Okay, I still gotta think something. How about
20 questions.
And you gotta do it fast. I know you can, so.
Okay, well,
I know.
Think of
I
something.
know. I got it. Okay. Ooh, I'm going hard. Okay, here we go. Okay, go for it.
is it alive?
Yes.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it a mammal?
Yes.
Can it be a pet?
No.
Is it larger than a human?
No.
I don't like this track.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That last question was kind of weird. Okay, anyways, keep
How
going.
about fight song?
Go for it. Perfect.
20 questions.
Okay, you're on question 5.
All right. Okay. So it's not larger than a human.
No.
It never.
Technically.
Never is.
Technically. That's a weird question, though.
Okay. Are there a lot
You'll
of
see
different
why.
kinds of
No.
it?
No. Okay, question 6.
Does it live in the water?
No.
Does it walk on all fours?
No. You
Walk on two?
Yes.
Does
You're
it...
thinking way too hard.
Is it a person?
Yes.
What? I asked if it... Oh, yeah, animal.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I know. I couldn't specify though. Okay, question 11.
All right. Oh, wait. A specific person?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That it wasn't just a human.
Oh.
It's a specific person.
I guess that was a question.
That's fine. I won't count that. Question 11.
All right. Do I know them?
No.
Boy, is it a boy? Boy?
Yes.
Is it a famous boy?
Yes.
Is it a musician?
No. This is question 15.
Oh, shoot. American.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Jeez, that doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, what the crap? Nice question.
Well, it would have.
Okay, here's question 16.
Is he older than 40?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like a lot? That's not a question. Dang it. Oh.
Don't. Yeah, just figure out something else. Question 17.
Is he an actor?
Ooh. Yes.
What?
No, just keep going.
What?
No,
No, you have to explain
No,
yourself.
I can't. Yes, he was.
Was.
I'll give you that one.
Was an actor?
He was.
Isn't anymore?
Technically, no. This is. Ooh.
What?
I went hard. You have 3 more questions, by the way.
Is he alive?
No.
Ronald Reagan.
No. You got 1 more. You have to just make a guess right now. You're not gonna get it.
I'm not?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You know who this is, but you're not gonna get it with the questions that you've been asking.
A dead actor. Robin Williams.
John Wilkes Booth.
Oh!
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
You asked if he was an actor, and he was.
He was an actor. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he is older than 40. I don't know. Was he older than 40 when he died?
He was like 32. That's why I kind of paused. I was like, technically he is older than 40 now. So I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. That was 20 questions, and that's the end of our show.
Hey!
Da, 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 da.
Is this how we should end every show?
We'll think of new things.
Okay.
All the time.
Sounds good.
I'm really glad we found this backup music with only 2 shows left in the semester.
Yeah.
But next year we'll use them a ton, and we'll probably create our own because, you know, all this stuff.
Well, make sure you tune in next week when our guest host will be Dallin Featherstone.
Dallin
maybe.
Featherstone.
Hopefully.
We'll find somebody. And tune in for DJ Stoddy.
Sure hope so. Yep.
He's got a sick playlist for you. He's a beautiful man. And goodbye.
Goodbye. Turn off the music. It's getting annoying.
Da, 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 da. And also, go like Gemma Griffiths' Facebook page and listen to her music because she's great and she was on the show.
Yep.
And so, yeah. All right. Goodbye. This is Iron and Wine, Naked as We Came to transition.
We'll see you next week.
Have a wonderful evening.
See you next week.
I still have to write a paper. Okay.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Good night.